Somebody keeps showing me love. Ain't goodbye. It's been a long, 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 long.
Get that time
Long
on.
time coming, but I know change gonna be long. Oh, yes it will. Yeah. And I go to my brother. And I say, brother, help me believe. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There's been times that I thought I couldn't last long. Now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long, 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 a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh yes, it is.
Hey, come on now. Come on now. Come on.
That boy good. That boy can sing, boy. That boy can sing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bring it back to the South. Man, I know I can hear the fan. I hope y'all can't hear the fan. I probably could test my audio, but I know it's working. So, this is how I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to try to give y'all a little brief history because a lot of people like to shit on foundational black Americans. But back in the 1960s, foundational black Americans was putting in work and getting work put in on them in order for some of these West Indians and Africans to come over here, to be able to prosper. And now it looks like to be able to turn their backs on the people that helped to get them here to be prosperous and out of their countries. They want to turn and degrade us. We're now FBA savages, and they got black fatigue now. These so-called individuals who enjoy the benefits of the black community, but now it seems like they want to turn their backs and join those against the black community. It's typical here in America. We do have thicker skin than a lot of the other melanated people across the world. There is something about the foundational black American that is a bit stronger, different. We are bred different. Literally, we were bred differently. Some people will tell you the reason we might be the elite of the elite blacks on the globe is because we got a little bit of this, so we got a little bit of that. And it all came together and made what we are today, the presence, the essence, the idea of what black is. But let's talk about the 1960s because, you know, it went down back during segregation. There was this thing out here in Jacksonville called Axe Handle Saturday. They named it that on behalf of the 200 white men that came down to a park with axes and bats, ready to whoop on some blacks. Now, I got some videos to play for y'all in a second, but what they don't tell you, what they don't like to say is that, you know, while those white men was thrashing on them blacks, people trying to protest and integrate and segregate and get you tethers here to this country, there was a foundational black American gang who got word of what was going down, and then they walked up on them streets and they put in that word. Because, you know, we've been doing this. We've always been what those people fear. See, they come in large groups. It says it right here. I'm going to read this in front of the crowd because some of y'all can't read. A lot of you tethers and people who talk shit can't really read properly or on your level. So I'm going to try to do this for the people because a lot of y'all embarrass us when you get up here and speak. Axe Handle Saturday, also known as the Jacksonville Riot of 1960, was a racially motivated attack in Hemmond Park, since renamed James Weldon Johnson Park, in Jacksonville, Florida. On August 27, 1960, a group of about 200 white men used baseball bats and axe handles to attack black people who were in a sit-in protest opposing racial segregation. Let's skip all that, the uppity boom that's in the middle, right? They attacked the protesters conducting sit-ins. The violence spread and the white mob started to attack all black people in sight. Rumors were rampant on both sides that the unrest was spreading around the country, around the county. Actually, the violence stayed in a relatively same location and did not spill over into the mostly white upper-class Cedar Hill neighborhood. For example, a black street gang called the Boomerangs came to protect the demonstrators. Police had not intervened when the protesters were attacking, but when blacks started holding their own and the Boomerangs and other black residents attempted to stop the beating, the police arrested them. So, listen. I don't know what these new blacks are talking about. I see that out there in Atlanta, these YNs put it down on two Klansmen that came. I don't know what they thought they were going to do, but they came amongst the blacks. I guess they wanted to be threatening, and well, the blacks laid them down. So these are the savage blacks that some of y'all are talking about. But I was able to pull up some of this historic information. A lot of it comes from First Coast News. Y'all know that's things out here. I'm not going to play the documentary. I'm actually going to watch that one when I'm done with this real quick. I ain't going to be here for long, but fair use, fair use.
It's one of the most notorious days of racial violence in Jacksonville history, Axe Handle Saturday. As we remember the 63-year anniversary of that day, we're taking a step back in time. First Coast News is opening its archival vault. We're taking you back to August 27th of 1960 with two men who still wear the scars of that day.
As in much of the South, racial tensions built up in Jacksonville during the year. Each side in the dispute over desegregation became more short-tempered as the months went by.
I got a scar in the back of my head from one.
Alton Yates, 63 years later, his hair now gray, covers the spot where the handle of an axe was used to hit him in Jacksonville's downtown.
Violence flared downtown.
What we couldn't understand is why the police didn't stop these people. They knew they were coming.
Yates recalls warnings whirling around town of the possibilities ahead that day.
The morning of that demonstration, we had gotten word that there was a good possibility that we were going to be attacked, that the Klan was aware of the demonstration and that they were going to be there.
He says the Ku Klux Klan existence and force was well known. Rallies filmed in 1960, a report from once WFGA-TV, now First Coast News.
Fiery crosses and Klansmen fully robed and hooded.
Then the vice president of Jacksonville's NAACP Youth Council, Yates remembers seeing a pickup truck parked at what was Hemming Park before the mayhem ensued.
And we saw these men rushing to this truck and someone on the back of the truck distributing wheat from where we were. We didn't know at that time that they were axe handles and baseball bats and that sort of thing.
Fear aside, the youth demonstration went on as planned. And as Yates sat at the segregated Woolworth lunch counter on the corner of Main and Forsyth Streets, a young Nathaniel Glover was also downtown that day, working at Morrison's cafeteria. When he stepped outside,
and they quickly surrounded me with those axe handles. And they were actually hitting me with the axe handles, calling me names.
the weapons now describe this dreadful day in Duval. The blood that stained the city streets changed lives.
And I ran, and I was so afraid, terrified. But I made a vow then, I will never not do something that I should do because of fear. And that shaped my life, gave me the courage to run for sheriff.
Glover would go on to make history in 1995, becoming the first black sheriff in the state of Florida since Reconstruction.
It took us years to move from total segregation to integration. It took us years to accomplish that.
Now retired United States Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Yates served Jacksonville under several mayoral administrations, helping to shape the city that helped shape him.
And almost overnight, It seems as though we are trying to erase all of the progress that we've made.
Yates is now concerned about the path he's helped pave being chipped away.
Being chipped away. And we know who we can see on our YouTube feeds who's trying to chip away at the legacy, at the strength, at what was laid down. We come here, we see these killings, these gangs. That really ain't, it ain't really our kids, because when I start pulling up things about our kids, they top students, they top athletes right now. So the narrative that some people are spreading, I mean, we may need to look closer. We might need to delineate who's raising who these days, or whom, whichever word you prefer to use. However, I want to salute these folks. This is actually 65 years coming up since the boomerangs put it down. Notice the news story didn't mention the boomerangs coming out and stopping that bullshit. Nah, they ain't mention that. They ain't mention the blacks turning around, fighting back. They didn't mention that, but look. It is what it is. History is history. We have the papers, we have the documentaries, we have the people, we have the written context down. Whatever they try to edit out of a video is all good. Teach your kids the truth. Teach yourself the truth. Learn what it is. I mean, we can keep messing with the foolery, but we getting older. And if we keep messing around and forgetting to teach our youth and our kids, or leaving something to imprint somewhere, somehow, of this information, and it's all going to be forgotten. And guess what? It's going to happen again. For our foundational black Americans, you got that inner sense and strength. You can feel what's coming when it's coming. So as most people will tell you, make sure you get your power tools and the accessories that go with them. With that being said, you good, wonderful, blessed people, on this Sunday, I'm going to go turn on that documentary and get back to fixing, building, constructing, and adding things to my home domicile that make it more comfortable for me. In fact, I'm using a new desk that I just drilled into the wall for this computer setup so that it's not in the way of anything anywhere. It's amazing. All my TVs are hanging on walls and shit now. Everything's floating right now in the crib, and a lot of the wires are just disappearing behind the walls. My craftsmanship, my game is up. People. Now I gotta go make a few raised beds and trusses, cause I don't know if y'all seen the garden, but the cucumbers are now out of control. The tomatoes are everywhere. It's wonderful. The temperature's 90 degrees. I haven't wore pants. I mean, like pants, jeans. I've been wearing shorts in days. It's fucking 90 degrees out here. It's been 90 degrees for days. Okay, you can sleep outside naked at night. It's amazing. I fucking love it. That's why I came here. But shout out to you good people, man. Happy Sunday. And guess what? Your boy is out. Hold on. Let's hear that boy one more time though. Where that boy at? Nah, that's not it. Where I put it? Oh, the Act Saturday, John. There you go. I'm sounding like a Philly nigga now, cause my girl say John all goddamn day. And man, peace out to the streets.
No, just like a river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long the best beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keeps showing me love. Ain't around. It's been a long oh, yes you will. Yeah. Then I go to my brother. And I say, brother, help me believe. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Every time that I thought I couldn't last alone, now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is.
Hey,
Come on now. Come on now.
I'm 63 years old. And Sam Cook is my nigga. I'm my nigga too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Sam Cook is my nigga. You put me in the boy.
Hey, bro.
I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't got nothing to say to you.